Let's take a closer look at the mess of an immigration system that Canadians are suffering under by this Liberal government, because if you're a hardworking Canadian struggling to find a doctor, afford a home, or even just feel safe in your own neighborhood, buckle up, because what I'm about to break down is a slap in the face to every one of us, but especially those who immigrated here the right way and legally, back when the numbers and the levels were actually sustainable. Let's dig in.
With respect to immigration, last point, they are. We have not lived up to our promise to those we brought to this country. We don't have the capacity in terms of housing, social services, and those who came as students. They're not all getting the education they deserve in Canada.
All right, sit down and prepare yourself, because I'm talking record-breaking numbers that are crumbling our social systems and leaving everyday citizens in the dust. All we have to do is look at the data coming from the Department of Immigration's own reports. In 2022, Canada smashed its target immigration by admitting 431,645 new permanent residents, the largest number in history. And guess what? India topped the list as the biggest source country, with Ontario taking the brunt at a staggering 93,344. That's right, the Greater Toronto Area is bearing more than half of the load for the whole country. But it gets worse. Fast forward to 2023, and we welcomed even more, 471,808 immigrants. These numbers are exploding, and our infrastructure, well, it's not keeping up. It's actually collapsing. It's as if no one anticipated the strain that these numbers would place on our towns, cities, and systems. Now the government is patting itself on the back, claiming visitors, temporary workers, and international students are boosting our economy. Yeah, right. Let's talk about those international students, for instance. Nearly 683,000 in 2023, with a whopping majority coming from India. And where are they studying? Mostly at shady community colleges exposed as diploma mill scams. It's so rampant that even the Liberals admitted 89% of over 2,000 fake study permit letters under investigations were linked to Indians. The Auditor General is even probing this racket. This is no longer about immigration, it's straight up exploitation, undermining the integrity of our system and mocking those who played by the rules and came in without queue jumping or scamming. But all of that aside, I found something even more disturbing. Our government is letting in people who are outright inadmissible to be here. In 2022, under temporary permits and extensions, Canada granted entry to people flagged for serious issues, security risks like espionage or terrorism. 2 of them got in. Human rights violations, 6 were let in. Serious criminality, offenses punishable by at least 10 years in prison, a shocking 464, mostly men, were granted permits to enter. Convicted criminals, 1,377 of them, again, disproportionately male. Organized crime, 1. Misrepresentation, like lying on applications, 62. And the catch-all other category, a massive 9,520. What's going on, Canada? These aren't people who should even be here. Yet we're rolling out the red carpet, and it hasn't stopped. In 2023, the numbers actually climbed in some categories. 712 for serious criminality, 1,448 for regular crimes. We're importing risks while Canadians wait years for justice in our own courts. Then there's asylum claims. Canada received a record of 143,370 claims in 2023, up a staggering 56% from 2022. Refugees and protected persons in 2023, a total of 74,979 were admitted as permanent residents. Another 51,000 and change were resettled refugees, which nearly half were government assisted. The other roughly half were privately sponsored. These newcomers are to receive resettlement services to obtain things like taxpayer-funded financial support, schooling, and health coverage. Who's paying for this? Well, you and me, through skyrocketing taxation, of course. Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada has a budget that has absolutely ballooned in recent years, nearly $7 billion last year. more than double when the post-pandemic influx began in 2021 and 2022, where it sat at roughly $3.4 billion. Not to mention the $73 billion in change in grants and contributions funding a global refugee empire. That's our money, propping up a broken system while healthcare, housing, and education crumble. Even Ontario Premier Doug Ford, whose province is drowning in this influx, admits it.
But what do you expect when you bring in over 2 million people? And I'm all pro-immigration, but in saying that, we got to slow down now, because the foundation of our healthcare system, our education, our infrastructure, everything we do is one thing. That's our economy. And we just need to make sure that we can keep up. We're building the schools, building the hospitals, we're building infrastructure, but we're the fastest growing region in North America. So let's just get caught up, get our housing, and then we can bring more people in.
It's clear this mass migration experiment isn't compassionate. It's reckless. It's straining our social services, driving up costs, and endangering communities. It's a betrayal to legal immigrants who waited their turn and integrated sustainably. Everyday Canadians are paying the price with longer wait times, higher rents, and lost opportunities. We need to demand better, align immigration with our capacity, and crack down on fraud to put Canadians first. For Rebel News, I'm Tamara Ugolini. Welcome to Your New Canada, where the streets are unsafe, public defecation is becoming the norm, and once pristine landscapes become littered with garbage, while housing and healthcare buckle under the weight of it all. Go to yournewcanada.com if you want to see things change course. Sign our petition and support this kind of journalism there. That's yournewcanada.com.